Everything's said. Hello, everyone. Happy Monday. Today is October the 21st, 10 days till the end of the month. And I am just absolutely over the moon because we have some great things going on. We have a great end of the month. I just know it. And I'll be heading to Canada, in about a week and a half, maybe. And I'm super duper excited about that because I get to meet all of my Canadians. And I actually have some that are meeting me there who are just customers right now. So they are actually going to come in to the conference. And I think that that'll just, help them really lean into the opportunity that we have here. So let me see if my beautiful friend Mandy is with us. Yes, she is. Let me go ahead and make you a co-host. And I'm going to add you as a pin. So guys, I love network marketing for the relationships that we build. I love the fact that we literally meet some of our very best friends that we would have never met otherwise. I think it's just absolutely incredible, the caliber of people that I'm meeting in this opportunity. It's just, and that's how I felt about Mandy. We're in a diamond chat together, or diamond roundtable rather, with Mike Conahan. And we had the opportunity to just kind of really, since we met, we kind of just we're drawn to each other. And I think that's as a result of good people doing good things seem to end up in the same rooms. But Mandy's incredible. So I want to read you her list of accolades because they are a lot. But her and I really connected because we both felt that this one thing that we're trying to establish here at Amari, where everyone is just kind of working collectively as a team to elevate mental wellness. So let me read you about Mandy. She is a retired, and I didn't know this about you. It's amazing. A retired celebrity personal trainer. She's a WBFF fitness pro and placed third in the world, a holistic nutrition expert and certified gut health specialist. She and her husband, Sami, who is such an amazing partner to her, they do this business together. It's so admirable. They have been here for 5 years, growing teams in Canada, Europe, Australia, and New Zealand. So without further ado, here is the beautiful Mandy. Thank you so much for joining us. We cannot wait to learn from you and hear your story.
Oh, thank you so much, Miss Paige. And hi, Miss Laura. Hi, everyone. Hi, Jen and Megan and Brian. So great to see you. Hi, Courtney. You guys are making me blush about this introduction, but honestly, all of that stuff is amazing, but it wasn't always like that, right? Like my life was not always like that. I mean, 7 years ago, right when we got into this industry, my husband and I were both full-time personal trainers, working 8, 10, even 12 hours a day sometimes. And in order to make ends meet, he had a job at night in the service industry that he only had one night a month off of. For the first 5 years of our relationship, my husband and I and the kids got to have dinner one night a month together. And we were just burnt out. We were broke. We were frustrated. We wanted to help more people, but we just weren't in the right vehicle. And so when we found, network marketing 7 years ago, we were both very, very skeptical. But I was like, look, if we can make an extra $500 a month, right, at least maybe that'll help us out. And we're very fortunate that in our first company, within 3 months, we were able to retire him from his night job. And we were in that company for about 2 years. No system, okay, no duplication. We were product sales experts. We had enrolled 250 people in that first company, and we had zero duplication because we were just product sales experts. And it definitely was a crutch for us, and it capped our business. And so when we saw the opportunity to move over here, at the time, we were Kyani, right? So we saw Miss Julia, Mr. Brandon, we became friends with them. I'm sure you guys have seen Miss Julia Thornhill. She's phenomenal. But her and I became really good friends. And finally, when we were ready, when the pain points hit enough, I was like, okay, we got to talk. And 5 years ago, we moved here. And, I believe that at that time, I believe everything happens for a reason, and God, thank you for all of it. All the challenges are even necessary, right? But we moved over here and we followed the system. We leaned in, we were totally coachable, and we had 5 products. 5. We built to diamond with 5 products in 8 months. And none of it was mental wellness. So the reason I say that is I am so passionate about these products that I started with, because I think that there's a really big gap. Yes, we are Mari, we're the mental wellness company, but we also have to have health, and physical health is a huge part of mental wellness, because if people are physically unhealthy, right? Obviously that compounds. You've got medical bills, you've got financial stress, you've got mental stress about all of it. So to me, the health side and the mental wellness side, they go hand in hand. And I say that we when we merged, I call it, we became a super company. Because we at Kyani were only able to offer the health stuff. You guys is just mental wellness. And again, to me, they go hand in hand. And so now, being a super company, I have just such a passion, like, and I have to say, and I'm gonna try not to cry, Laura, because right after we merged, we definitely felt like the redheaded stepkids, right? We felt like the outcasts. And the first Diamond Summit, sorry, Laura, I see your face. um, Laura came up to me and she wanted to meet me. And I didn't think that I was that big of a deal, but it meant the world to me that she cared enough to say, I'm going to build this bridge, Mandy. I'm going to help build this bridge between these companies. And to me, it starts from the top down. It starts from the leadership down, so I say this because what Paige and what Laura are doing and creating and bringing us together, that is so much more powerful than you guys can even imagine, because there's always the illusion of separateness, right? We all think we're separate. But if you drained all of the ocean water, you would learn one thing: all of the islands and continents, they're all connected. We're all connected the same way. So I just want to say, Paige and Laura, thank you so much for having me here. Thanks for, bridging that gap. Thanks for, inviting me here to share something, because to me, when we can work together, the synergy, the 1 + 1 = 3. I know that might get people. Yes, 1 + 1 on math = 2. But when you're creating synergy, 1 + 1 = 3. And we have the power right now to create that synergy. And so I just want to say, I'm happy, happy, happy to be here. I'm going to share a few slides and I'm going to have time to answer questions after. So sorry, like my heart, you guys, I wear my heart on my sleeves. But just she already told you a lot of my accolades. To be completely honest, I'm more excited about my family. Oh shoot, hold on. You can't see this one picture. Let me see if I delete. There it is. Okay. There's a reason I wanted to show that picture. My daughter is a junior in college in Madrid, Spain. She just texted me this morning. She's like, Mom, I'm so overwhelmed. It's so funny. I'm like, babe, you got this. And it's, as a mom, there's nothing I can do. You're all the way halfway across the world, except just give you encouragement. And then my son is 16. He just got his driver's license. He thinks it's a free man. He even said that. He's like, Mom, I feel like a free man. I'm like, oh, dude, you have no idea. But I'm married to the man of my dreams. Couldn't be more honored. Like, we've been together now for 11 years. And when he met me, I was a single mom of 2. But I had my own weight loss journey. There's my son, as he was 8 months old right there. But I had my own weight loss journey, and I did it in a very, very, very unhealthy way. And you'll understand why I'm telling this part of my story. I went on to compete. And as Miss Paige mentioned, I won my pro card. But most people think, wow, you look amazing. Yeah, I was 9-10% body fat. But believe it or not, this was the most unhealthy that I ever was in my entire life. Not this picture, this one. And I want you to understand, because doctors could not figure out what was going on with me at that time. I had metabolic issues. I had hormonal imbalances. I hadn't had my, monthly cycle for a year. I had severe food intolerances to things that I ate on a daily basis, including chicken and eggs. And doctors couldn't figure out what's wrong. And I was even depressed. And now this picture was 12 years ago. Severely depressed, again, but I'm healthy, right? On the outside, not on the inside. So I went to holistic nutrition school so that I could learn, how do I heal my body and then help other people do the same. So this is where I became really, really passionate about the gut brain connection, which is the funniest thing, because I still have I have Facebook lives that I was talking about the gut brain connection 10 years ago. And people thought I was crazy. They had no idea what I was talking about, because it wasn't a thing then. It really just wasn't It wasn't in the forefront of anybody's brain. Now it is. So I always knew that it was going to lead me to make the impact using that gut brain, the gut microbiome and the gut brain connection. So that's why I share that story, because that's why I'm here today. And so I want to tell you the foundation, and I don't even want to say Kyani. I'm just going to say the foundation of these legacy products, okay? Because there are products like these and a few others that are still offered. Well, they're in all the other countries, but they're big in other countries. Like for us in Europe, the Triangle of Health, which is called the Triangle of Wellness, there is huge. And so these are 3 products that work synergistically to fill in the nutritional gaps, flush out toxins, all of that stuff. So let me break these down for you. I believe if you have a pulse, see that right there? Let's see. Yeah, there's one there. And if you don't feel a pulse, you need a hug. But the truth is, if you have a pulse, you need this, because it doesn't matter how healthy or clean you eat. We cannot get all of the nutrients from our food alone today, especially here in the States. Oh my gosh, if you saw last week, Food Babe going up against big, Kellogg's, like there's so much caca in our food today. But even if we're eating what we call, oh, I eat all organic, that's amazing. Good. You should when you can. But that doesn't mean that the soil that produce was grown in has the micronutrients that our bodies need. Okay. So what happens is over time, we might be eating something that looks pretty organic, doesn't have pesticides or herbicides. However, if you didn't know this, sorry, most produce is picked when it's green. So it's either sprayed with a chemical to force it to produce its color, or it ripens on the way to the grocery store. So it's not absorbing all of those important micronutrients. Now, what are micronutrients? Are vitamins, minerals, enzymes, and antioxidants. And over time, by us not getting all of that, our body becomes nutrient deficient. So we're eating food, calorie food, but we're not getting the nutrients that our bodies need. And this is where the Triangle of Health comes in to fill in the nutritional gaps, okay? Sunrise. Okay, Sunrise is a liquid pouch. It's 1 ounce, 22 liquid superfoods. Even kids can have this, okay? Because moms, we know, I don't know. Like kids are picky eaters. Once they taste processed food, they just want more processed food. But Sunrise is 22 liquid superfoods, okay? Mostly made from wild Alaskan blueberry. It's packed with antioxidant and those important micronutrients that are all water soluble. Now, most people just suck it right from the little pouch. Kids, we put it on pancakes or in oatmeal or in smoothies. You can do the same, whatever you want. But this 1 ounce Rip and Sip pouch counts for 5 servings of fruits and vegetables a day. Now, not to say you don't have to eat your servings of fruits and vegetables, but that little pouch counts for 5 servings. So how good would you feel as a mom, or even for yourself, knowing that you're getting, okay, this little pouch is not only flushing out some of those toxins and fighting those free radicals, but I'm also getting 5 servings of fruits and vegetables. Now, Sunset. Oh, by the way, if you didn't notice this, we put the instructions on the outside of the pouch. Sunrise in the morning, sunset at night. I don't think we can make it any more clear. But Sunset, this is your fat soluble vitamins, okay? Your vitamins A, D, and E. It also has a very, very potent antioxidant called astaxanthin. It also has your omega-3s. Now, these, you don't want to have your fat solubles in the morning, which is why we separated them. Sunrise is all water soluble. Sunset is all your fat soluble, because that's when your body needs it, because you're going to sleep. Your body gets to go into rest and repair mode. And that's when your body goes and it detoxes even on a whole other level. So your vitamin A, D, E, and your antioxidants. So it also supports your immune system and your sleep. I know, listen, I'm a Kids Calm gummy girl every night, but I will say that my Sunset, like I was not going on that Mediterranean cruise without the exact amount of Sunset that I needed every single night, because I know not only is it going to help my immune system, but it's also, I sleep so much better when I have my Sunset at night and my gummies. But this is really amazing because it helps with heart and cognitive function as well. Now, Nitro Extreme. Dr. Sean explains this a little bit different than I do. He thinks, and again, we're all entitled to our opinion. I just want to say what I believe. Nitric Extreme, or I should say nitric oxide, won a Nobel Prize in 1993. It's called the molecule of life. because without nitric oxide, we don't survive. Yes, blood flow, but nitric oxide is what's actually hold open the blood vessels, right? Your arteries. It holds open your arteries so your heart can pump the blood and oxygen and nutrients to the cells and then carry out the toxins. Now, what happens, our bodies, unfortunately, as we age, I'm sorry, if you're over the age of 20, your nitric oxide levels are depleting. And by the time you're 40, you have about almost about 50% less nitric oxide. By the time you're 50 years old, you only have about 40% of your nitric oxide. Do you know anyone over the age of 40 that has high blood pressure? Think about it. Because what happens is if our nitric oxide levels are beginning to decline, what happens to our arteries and our blood vessels? They get smaller. Now your heart is trying to pump more blood and oxygen to the cells and it can't, hence high blood pressure. So Nitro Extreme, it supports our body's own, and most of our nitric oxide is produced in our gut. So it supports our gut's own production of nitric oxide. Therefore, people might, and I'm telling you this happens, I'm not telling you will, but some people are like, whoa, I feel really lightheaded. And I kind of giggle and say, well, your brain just got oxygen for the first time in probably your life, because it opens up those blood vessels and it allows, the blood to flow everywhere, because blood flow is our life. So Nitro Extreme, I don't recommend the FX. I'll tell you the FX is only for someone who has low blood pressure. Okay. The FX is only really for people that have low blood pressure. Okay. Nitro Extreme is about 5 times more potent. It's made from the wild noni fruit. And it also has zinc, magnesium, CoQ10, and niacin, okay? But so it supports our immune system. But what I love about it is, and I'll tell you the right way to take it. You got it. Thank you. You want to put the dropper. Matter of fact, I had my bottle. Here's my bottle. Mine still says Kyani, but you put the dropper underneath your tongue. You wait 30 seconds, swish it around with your saliva. You wait about 30 seconds, then you swallow. Wait 2 to 3 minutes to eat or drink anything, okay? There's no caffeine in here, but you want it to mix with the saliva and mix with your digestive enzymes, and then it will start creating nitric oxide. People want to put it in water, and I'm like, you're not going to get the same effect. I want to give you the maximum benefits here. So it also supports nutrient absorption. And so that's the triangle of health. And honestly, pregnant people that are trying to get pregnant, nursing moms, they need this so much, because it's also going to help decrease the inflammation in our body, right? Decreasing that inflammation, because when people operate from all of that inflammation, that's where other diseases start. So if we can come in and just give them the foundation and help decrease the inflammation, but increasing circulation, that's where the triangle of health comes in. And I promise I will answer all questions as soon as we're done. So, ooh, what happened there? There we go. Okay, so I put these as legacy products because for Europe, this is part of my slide deck for Europe is this slide. Obviously, they still have the old packaging, but I want to show you what exactly this is. So because I'm a gut health specialist, sorry, I can totally get all excited and geek out about this. So when I was in gut health school, holistic nutrition school, I knew and I learned from my professors that there was a specific type of collagen that my body needed in order to heal the gut lining, okay? There was a specific type that my body needed. So we need type 3. So I'll go through all 3 types really quickly. Type 1 is usually sourced from marine. That's great for hair, skin, and nails, okay? There's some other companies that do it. So there's a reason I'm telling you this. Type 2 is usually sourced from chicken cartilage, and that is great for joints. Now, type 3 is bovine source, and this is the one that we need in order to heal the gut lining. Plus, it helps heal soft tissue like ligaments, tendons, right? As well as joints and our bones. Did you know that your bones are made up of 70% collagen? And as we age, any ladies here, as our hormones start to change as we get older, not only does our collagen production go down, but also we are so much more prone to osteoporosis. And this is where we have to take in an external type of collagen. It's just, I got in I don't want to say like a post thread that I was arguing. One lady was like, collagen doesn't work. And I'm like, well, let me just say that you need these 3 types of collagen in order for your body to produce the other 25 types of collagen, okay? So it's important that we take it from an external source, but know what that external source is, because somebody says, oh, I take collagen peptides. What source? I will always ask them that. Oh yeah, I take, and I'm going to say the name of a company because it's not a network marketing company, but they say I take Vital Proteins collagen peptides. I'm like, cool. What's the source of that collagen peptide? And they can't answer it because it's not stated on there. The reason I get really like fired up about that, because most people don't know what they're putting in their body, and I'd love to educate people and let them know. Our HL5, Healthy Living 5, it stands for 5 because it contains 5 grams of hydrolyzed collagen protein. What I mean by hydrolyzed, meaning that molecule is broken down in the most simple form, and because ours is in liquid, it absorbs in our body right away. HL5 is type 1 and type 3. Type 1 for hair, skin, and nails, type 3 to help your gut, soft tissue, connective tissue, okay, and your bones. So HL5 contains type 1 and type 3. Now, I love it because matter of fact, I have, see, even my old packaging, but I love the peach lemonade, the berry lemonade. The peach is probably everybody's favorite, and in Europe, they only have peach, but when I can order the berry lemonade, I do. So next we have Fit 20. Now, Fit 20 contains 10 grams of hydrolyzed collagen protein and 10 grams of grass-fed whey. Now, this is originally sold as a quote unquote performance protein. It's great for post-workout. It's great for people that have digestive issues because it's also lactose free. And it has MCT oil, just important things that we need, but it's not a meal replacement shake, okay? It is not a meal replacement shake. And ladies, we all know we don't get enough protein in as it is. So even something like that with, even though I have 2 eggs, I might still have a scoop of that and the rest of my breakfast, because I know that we don't get enough, especially of that collagen, in order for us to, the type 1 and type 3. So that is our Fit 20. Now, Origin, I'm so fortunate. Sami and I got to be part of the formulation of this product because for many years, I could not do whey protein. Fit 20 was the first one that I could do because it was lactose free. But we were part of the formulation of this one with someone else. And I wanted an amazingly yummy tasting plant-based protein because for so many years, plant-based protein either tasted really grainy or it tasted like cardboard, and it didn't matter how much fruit you mixed with it, it just didn't change the texture. So Origin, I'm not joking and I'm not biased, but it is the best tasting plant-based protein that you will ever try. I've tried every single one and probably wasted thousands of dollars on different ones because I throw them in the trash. But Origin vanilla tastes like cake batter to me. And the chocolate, if you mix it, and I'll tell you my secret, I do 2 things with the chocolate one. Number 1, I'll do unsweetened almond milk, the chocolate Origin, and ice, and it tastes like a milkshake. But the other thing I do is I take plain coconut milk yogurt. We put the Origin protein in there, and then we put a little bit of either almond butter or peanut butter, but it makes like a pudding. And that's something that I eat probably a few times a week. So those are my favorite little tips about that one. But they are macro balanced. By the way, there's 4 types of plant-based proteins, not just pea protein, not fava, pumpkin, and then there's another, sorry, I don't remember it right off, but there's 4 different types, which gives you the full amino acid profile of this. Now, it is macro balanced. What I mean by that is it has the right ratio of protein, fat, and carbs. Now, I still take my vanilla Origin with my unsweetened almond milk and I throw some raspberries in there. That's my favorite way to have it because now I'm getting a little bit of berries, and then, so I'm making it more of a little bit more of a meal. Now, Restore. Restore is a product that we only have 2 more products and then I'll be done. This is really fun. By the way, Triangle of Health and these 2 were what my husband and I built to multiple 6 figures with, those 5 products. That was it. But Restore. So Restore, it's different than digestive. And I believe Dr. Sean is working on combining the 2 because Restore is so amazing. Restore is a 5-in-1, okay? A 5-in-1 digestive support. Not only does it have digestive enzymes, it has prebiotics and probiotics that are specific to digestion. You know how our happy juice is specific to mental wellness? These strains are specific to digestion. And then it also has liver and kidney support. So this is how it's a 5-in-1. So you know someone that has digestive issues, maybe they have liver stuff. I highly recommend this one. And I tested it out. So I used to be sensitive to eggs. So like 3 years ago when Restore came out, Restore and Origin came out at the same time. When Restore came out, I wanted to test it because if I would eat eggs, it was 24 hours later that my stomach looked like I was 6 months pregnant. It was painful. So I said, okay, I'm going to test this out myself. I took 2 Restore one morning, 2 Restore that night. The next morning, I took 2 Restore and then went and had eggs. Took Restore that night. And the next morning, I was like waiting because it was always, I could clock it 24 hours. I had no inflammation in my gut. I'm like, let me try it again. I ate eggs 2 more times that week, continuing to take the Restore 2 in the morning and 2 at night. I can have eggs now and I do not have any issues. Now, I'm not saying that's for everyone, but I also have done a lot of collagen, the right type to heal my gut lining, and then now the Restore to help my body actually digest those things that I was sensitive to. So just to let you know that I love Restore, and Restore is everywhere, right? Europe, Australia, New Zealand. I'm sure Asia still has it. It is an amazing, amazing product. I would recommend this personally over the digestive only because it has the liver and kidney support in it as well. And then last but not least, Electro. Now, this is only here in North America, but when this was formulated, we all know it drives me crazy when my 16-year-old son, I see him drinking a Gatorade, or even if it's a Gatorade Zero, a Powerade Zero, because I know it's all just chemical stuff that we don't know what is going to happen long-term in our kids' bodies, right? So Electro, it is designed to replenish the electrolytes, but it has the right balance of sodium to potassium and calcium to magnesium that our bodies need in order to rehydrate, right? So we need calcium, just so you know, to make our muscles strong. We need magnesium to relax them. We do need sodium as well as potassium, but it's best in the right ratio. So this Electro has the right ratio of all of those, plus it has a polyphenol blend, and it has something called NR8. NR8 is designed to also support the guts and the body's nitric oxide. So not only are you rehydrating with Electro, you're also supporting your body's nitric oxide production. So imagine, because the world is, I think the US is 70% of people are chronically dehydrated. So when we can give them something like this, not only is it going to rehydrate their body, it's going to increase the circulation in their body, and then it's going to carry out those toxins, right? Flush those out. The Restore is going to support the kidney for all of that as well. So I love Restore. I put it in my son's basketball bag. I put it in his golf bag. We have it. I probably have one every single day. Honestly, I think it's so important because we don't get enough of those electrolytes. And then this helps not only the electrolyte rebalance, but also to support our nitric oxide production. So, and the last one we discontinued, which was On. That was my favorite product. I still have 3 boxes that I'm savoring, but because Mango Edge pretty much replaced that, I will tell you about it because On is still in Europe. They can get On. Matter of fact, right now in Europe, when they order over 250 euros, they get a free bottle of Nitro Extreme and they get a box of On Shots. So On Shots, think about Mango Edge, kind of, in a little squeeze pouch. So it's already liquid. I love it. It's got lion's mane mushroom. It's got 100 milligrams of caffeine from guarana, actually, and I love guarana. To me, it's more of an even keel versus a spike and a drop. But Europe still has On Shots. They're not getting rid of those. And we replaced On Shots with Mango Edge. So just to let you know, it is still in Europe. I don't think it's in Australia. I think it's just in Europe and Turkey right now. So that is all of the products. I want to make sure I answer any questions for anyone. Let's see. I will go pop in the chat. Unless Paige, do you see any that I can answer right now?
Yep. Okay. So one of the questions is, so you would suggest, which I do as well, Restore over digestive. I think it's more
Personally,
bang for your buck.
I think so too, because you're getting a 5-in-1. I love digestive. I have digestive as well, but because of the liver and kidney support that's in Restore, to me personally, I feel like it works better. But I have both of them here.
Yeah, and I promote Restore because we have a lot of people in recovery, so we know the abuse we put our livers through. But really, anybody over 40, I think liver and kidney support's tremendous. So why not? I love digestive too, but the Restore is kind of my thing. Okay, so when is the best time to take the Restore?
Personally, I say start with 2 in the morning. And if people have never taken anything like this, I say start with 2 in the morning a day and then see how your body does after like 5 to 7 days. And then you can add two more like in the evening or before dinner. But I recommend starting with two. For some people, I know this might be a little TMI. Some people who don't go to the bathroom regularly, when they first start taking Restore, I mean, Restore is like helping their body get rid of all of that crap, literally. And we store up to 15 pounds of toxins in our liver. 15 pounds of toxins in our liver. So when we can get rid of all of the stuff that's sitting in our digestion, as well as help our liver clean itself out and flush itself out, now we've had people lose weight just on adding Restore.
Yeah, I could absolutely see
Pounds.
that. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Everybody loves the proteins, as you can imagine.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yes, I'm very glad that they switched it out.
I
Um,
have a question.
Good, Jane. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so can you take the sunset? I take sunset every night. Can you pair that with the omega still?
you can. I would just do one of the omegas with the sunset. So you're taking three of the sunset. There you are. I see you now. Okay, I see you nodding your head. I was like, I gotta find you. So I personally take three sunset at night. You can always add one of those omegas in as well, because the truth is we don't get enough omega-3s. Our diet, especially here in the United States, it's terrible. We get a lot of omega-6s and 9s. And if you don't, please, if you're ever taking something that says 369, throw it out, because we're already getting enough of the omega-6s and omega-9s, which are inflammatory omegas, okay? They are inflammatory omegas. Omega-3s combat the inflammatory ones. So we don't get enough omega-3s on its own. So you can always add in one of the omegas, but with the sunset, because sunset has the vitamin A, D, E, as well as the astaxanthin in it, which is an antioxidant. So yes, great, great question.
Okay, the other question, I had one more. Vita GBX. No, Corey was asking if by taking the Nitro Extreme, if that would replace the Vita GBX. It's two different.
Completely different. There's nothing in Amari that's like Nitro Extreme. Vita GBX, that's just basically a
Oh, sorry.
yeah, that's just basically a vitamin. Nitro Extreme is the only product in all of Amari that increases nitric oxide production, other than Electro, which also supports your nitric oxide production. But Nitro Extreme actually helps with the actual production of nitric oxide. Vita GBX doesn't do anything like that.
Mandy got a question for one of my teammates in the chat. Can you pour out the capsule of Restore? My son cannot take pills, but his gut needs help and he's also age sensitive.
Great question. Okay, I see it. Jody. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can, it might not taste the best, but if you can bury it in either a smoothie that has protein in it, please make sure, if you're making your kids a smoothie, even the word smoothie, it just sounds like a bunch of fruits. You want to make sure that kids even have protein in there. And kids love the origin, by the way. I mean, like, I love the origin. So I would make a smoothie, open up one of the capsules of Restore and put a little fruit and then blend that up. And yeah, I would try it that way. You could also probably put it, sorry, in like oatmeal or something like that. I wouldn't just pour it into like happy juice. I don't know what that taste would change, into, and it might not be palatable for him, but that would be my recommendation. Oh, great question, Jody. Nitro Extreme 3 times a day. Morning, afternoon, and then, in the evening. I wouldn't take it right before bed. Some people feel like, whoo, I feel like warm. It's not a hot flash. It's the niacin helping promote that circulation. But I do recommend, like, first thing in the morning. Actually, the best time to take it is right when you wake up, before you eat or drink anything. Okay, put it in there, go to the bathroom, wait 2 minutes, brush your teeth, then you can go and eat or drink. Something that's the best time to have. It's actually, so if you look at this thing, it says 1 ml on the thing. Sometimes it doesn't suck all the way to the 1 ml. So then I'll do 2 dropperfuls of that. So it's like 0.5 and 0.5 equals 1 milliliter. You'll see the little markings on the thing. But I do, the best results is 3 times a day. Now, if someone does have high blood pressure, so there's somebody on within Team Elite, our team, that recently had a baby, and she's still having that, like, almost like that preeclampsia high blood pressure. I'm like, you need to get on that nitric stream 4 times a day immediately, because it's going to help open up those blood vessels and naturally let her blood pressure come down. So for someone like that, I recommended 4, but for all of us, listen, even if you can make sure you're getting at least twice a day, that's still going to increase that circulation and increase the circulation and help decrease the inflammation.
One last question. My husband yesterday said that he didn't want to tell me, but when he's still taking Menta Heart along with other supplements, he's still having those heart populations. So Nitro Extreme, because he has high blood pressure and it's very thick blood.
Then he also, I don't know on the Menta Heart, I don't know how much omegas or anything are in the Menta Heart. So here's what I would personally do. Again, this is just because I've been working with it for 5 years. I would have him go on the Triangle of Health. So doing the Sunset and then the Nitro Extreme. Because the not only the omega-3s, but the vitamin E in the Sunset, the combination of those is also going to help thin out his blood naturally. And then the Nitro Extreme is going to open up those arteries and blood vessels. And that would be my recommendation.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. Yes, I touched on the Fit 20 in Origin. Fit 20 is 10 grams of grass-fed hydrolyzed collagen and 10 grams of grass-fed whey. So it is a collagen protein. It's more of a repair protein, where Origin is the plant-based that has 4 different types of plants in it, and it tastes absolutely amazing. But it's macro balanced, so it could be used as a meal replacement. Fit 20 is not.
I love the way the Fit 20 vanilla to me is just, so which has more protein for somebody like me who's always trying to add protein?
They're the same, both 20 grams each serving.
Okay.
Yeah, they're both 20, but the difference is the collagen. The difference is there's 10 grams of that type 3 collagen in Fit 20. They don't have collagen in Origin. That's only in Fit 20. So I would personally recommend, if you're doing, let's say, 2 shakes a day. This might sound crazy, but I do 3 meals and 2 shakes a day. 3 meals and 2 shakes a day. But having one of them be Origin and one of them be Fit 20.
If you have a child, well, my son is 17 and lifts weights and everything. Would you say Fit 20 over Origin for building muscle?
Yeah.
Okay.
Building muscle, repairing the muscle, right? Repairing those. Yes. My son does too. So yes, I have him do that one, because it's going to help the repair of those ligaments, tendons, as well as the muscles and joints too. So, and we want to protect our kids' bodies as much as we can now too. Yeah. Great question. Anybody else? I hope this really answered your questions.
Amazing.
Honestly, I hope that, let's see, one more. Triangle of Health instead of, yes. Let's see, instead of, I'm going to be biased. I love the Triangle of Health. Again, we separate our water soluble, our fat soluble, and then our Nitro Extreme. Now, kids, by the way, do not need Nitro Extreme, okay? But kids can take Sunrise and Sunset. Kids can take Sunrise, Sunset. Kids don't need any extra circulation. It's anyone over the age of 20 that I would recommend that. So, yeah. But Vita GBX is different. So, I mean, again, I've worked with the Triangle of Health for 5 years now, and the fact that most of it's water, right? Or sorry, liquid base, your body absorbs so much more of that quickly. And again, we have our water soluble and our fat soluble vitamins separated. So let's see. Awesome. Awesome. Anything else? I just want to say thank you all. I hope that this brings some value to your business, because now you can go back to your current customers. You can go back and go, gosh, they have high blood pressure. They have arthritis. Well, that'll probably be the next question. Arthritis, I recommend the HL5 and the Fit20, okay? Because again, that type 3 collagen for the joints, as well as the gut health. People with severe digestive issues, I recommend HL5 and Restore, because I want to heal their gut and I want to get their digestion going. So hope that helps you guys. Go crush it.
It's amazing. You know, I had a call with Australia a few weeks ago, and, you know, they're having so many challenges with Happy Juice that one of the Australians, Angela, who I absolutely loved, she was saying, why aren't we talking about Triangle of Health? We can offer even more than Happy Juice. We can all build our businesses on Happy Juice, but what if we had something additionally to even offer? You know, it's like, it's just magic. And Jen Giada and I, we have always loved these products, the Kyani products. And I'm like, we need to talk about them a little more, because we have a lot of people who could benefit from a lot of these products. So thank you so very much. You're amazing. I love our collaboration, and I appreciate you so much, Mandy.
Yeah, you're so welcome. And yes, exactly. Go talk about the Triangle of Health. Honestly, it goes hand in hand. And we brought in over 4,000 business partners in Australia and New Zealand during 2020. Only had the Triangle of Health there. Then we slowly were able to get HL5 and Fit20 there. So again, like it's something that everybody needs. And when you even think about Australia, there's a lot of very unhealthy people in Australia that have high blood pressure and all kinds of things. That's where we can introduce the Triangle of Health and really help them get health overall. So, arthritis, yeah, HL5, Fit20, you can even do the Triangle of Health for arthritis. But you'll notice we have testimonials, old testimonials of people, like lady, like her hand was like frozen and she's actually able to like open and make fists because of it. So awesome. Well, thank you, ladies. Good to see you, Miss Laura. Good to see you, Miss Paige. And thank you all so much. Go crush it. I cannot wait, seriously, to celebrate you guys. And when we see you at the Leadership Summit, come give me a big hug, and hopefully like this helped impact your business. So
Thank you so much, Mandy. We appreciate you.
you're so welcome. Bye, everybody.
Bye. All righty, Miss Laura. Let's make you a co-host and let's talk. So I think Lindsay's on here too. I think we have the trifecta. Here we go. Let's see, is Lynn still on here? I love that. Did you guys love that? I mean, knowledge is so much power, you know, and I think that we have some people who are struggling with health, and you offer them Happy Juice and it feels like maybe it's a miss because yeah, they have building blocks they have to. So this just, I feel like this just adds to our business, makes us even more powerful as far, and you know, that was a crash course, but it was great because we kind of now know, and I'm sure every single one of us now wants to get Nitro Extreme.
Well, I took screenshots of her slides and I'll put them in our boards so we can have like a folder of
Love
the
it.
physical wellness product images. And we do have videos in Amari Builder on each one of those products. And I love that those are subscribe and save rewards products too. I mean, what a great way to tell your, person, hey, thank you for your loyalty and ordering. As a thank you, why don't you pick one of these products that you can redeem your rewards with? And here's a little bit of information on it. It's awesome. My kids are crazy about Sunrise. It's so much easier to rip and sip and go. They love it. I sent it to them through subscribe and save rewards, just kind of like thinking I'd get them to try it. They love it. So yeah.
You know, everybody probably has a few points. You can get Sunrise, you can get Sunset. They took the collagen off, doggone it, but you can get the Fit20. So I'll send someone the Fit20 to try just because it's my favorite. But yeah, I think that now we're really equipped.
We have a lot of people. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Courtney.
No, I just think that this is going to help so much. I've been in the struggle bus the past couple of months with enrollments. I haven't enrolled anybody, but it goes more in depth than the juice. I know that the juice is going to help people, but like there's more problems than what the juice can solve. And with like Triangle of Health, like I never knew anything about this. Like I knew about the products and Kyani, but I'm like, oh my gosh, blood pressure, magnesium, like arthritis. I know so many people. So I'm going to go back and touch base with people who haven't ordered or customers who can't afford the juice, but at the same time, let's get you on a couple Triangle Health. Like, like I think this is so good. Like, thank you, Paige and Laura, for putting this together. Like, it was
Oh,
really,
it's
really
look,
good.
she's great. I met her, and of course her body is like perfect.
Yeah.
But and it shows. But I love she's that kind of person that she just has loved on me. And yeah, I appreciate her a lot. And she's just so informative, right? So, all right, Laura, what can we do to get this team rolling?
Well, I was going to say about Fit 20 that I've got a lot of people that use that as a coffee creamer too.
I
As a
do.
super coffee creamer. Tons of people that do. In fact, Jazzy, if she were on here right now, she would tell you that she and Kermit that are crazy about Fit 20 as a coffee creamer and just as a protein. And I want to say with some of his issues, like he had an injury with his knee last year, they really credit Fit 20 to being part of his just quick recovery, his fast recovery, better than what the doctors expected recovery. So those are great, great products. And you knew they would be. When Dr. Sean assessed and evaluated the acquisition of Kyani, part of that was the assessment and evaluation of their product line. And so that's super exciting. I love that. And I would say, along the lines of enrolling new people, I sometimes will offer a gift with purchase to someone that when you buy this, I'll give you this. And you could throw in, because you can change the address for your fulfillment and product credits, by the way, guys. So many of you from Power of One have earned product credits that you can redeem a product credit with no fee. There's no $10 fee. And the other thing that you may or may not know, this is more for redemption than it is for enrollment, but you can just send a product credit. Like you don't have to ship it with a subscribe and save order. And the same thing for subscribe and save redemption. You could just redeem subscribe and save rewards. You don't have to ship it with a subscribe and save order. Does everybody know that? And know that you can do that? You just go to your back office where it says, your name, and then you click on my account, find product credits and just redeem now, or you go under your name to subscribe and save rewards and hit redeem now. You don't have to create a subscribe and save order. So that's really convenient too, especially if you're sending a gift for someone. But I also am, speaking of this month, I am really becoming very vocal with my list of folks around Kids Happy Juice because people procrastinate and they have to hear things multiple times. I don't take a non-response as rejection. A non-response is basically they're busy, and I get it. But I am pointing out that the price will increase. Rather than trying to explain to them that they save $20, I'm just flat out saying the price of Kids Happy Juice is increasing November 1, and I don't want you to miss out on the special savings that you can lock in. Sometimes people do more to avoid the fear of loss than they do for the desire of gain. So try that tweak in your languaging and in your messaging to say the price is increasing November 1. You're kind of ringing the bell for them. So those are some of the things I'm doing, and just really continuing to double down on sharing the information around Kids Happy Juice too.
Yeah, me too. So tomorrow night, guys, I'm doing the opportunity call and Lindsay's going to do the team call. And we're hoping that there's a gal that came over with Deshay from Body, I don't know, I say it wrong, but you know what I mean? That. What was the name of it?
I love
Beachbody.
it. I love it. It's Body, but Bodhi sounds better.
Whatever. Beachbody. And so anyway, she just came over and she has gone bananas over the products. She's introducing all of her people. So she has a neat way that she's reaching out to people that I think Lindsay's going to have her on a share. Let's hope that's what our goal is. But Lindsay's going to talk to you guys a little bit about the kids, but she's going to focus more on some other things, because I know that we've been bashing the kids' information into your guys' heads, and you're probably like, enough, we know. But so yeah, so that's going to be on tomorrow night's team call. So just make sure that you guys are sending your invites. I'm going to change the graphic up for the opportunity call, because Lindsay's like, you like to do those, and I'd rather do the teaching the team call. I'm like, well, you know what? This is perfect, because I like doing the opportunity calls. So that's what we're going to do for tomorrow night. And I just wanted to let you guys know that. So anybody else have any questions about, we have 10 days left, 10 full days. That's like a lifetime. So do you guys have any questions about any of the promos, or your focus on 5? Has anyone, I know it's been a slower enrollment month, but does anybody have any wins? Let's talk about wins. It doesn't matter if it's an enrollment or not. Does anyone have any wins? And Greta, you better be unmuting right now.
Yeah, I have a win. I have a new brand partner, and she already has a couple customers lined up and potentially a brand partner. So, yeah.
Yeah. Look, Greta just decided to lean in, and she started coming to meetings, and I said, something's going to come out of this. And that's what happens when you do lean in. And yeah, it's beautiful to watch. I'm so excited. And Jody, I'm glad you're on here. Jody, you know, Mandy's from Las Vegas. I know you're from Vegas. So just
No,
FYI.
I think she was just visiting. She's I think Texas.
Oh, she was
Jody,
visiting Vegas. Oh,
remember?
yeah.
Yeah, she was on a work trip.
I remember. I was in Vegas around that time. Yeah, and okay, so Lindsay will be talking about the science of happy juice too on tomorrow night's team call. So that's another part of it. But I think she's going to talk about a bunch of other different things too. She's so great at that. So that's good. Well, Sandy, that's awesome. Let's see what Sandy's news is. Oh, your best month of the year. I love it. And look how much you've been showing up, and it's just it's that people who show up go up. That's it. We're proud of you, Sandy. We love your smiling face on these calls.
Thank you so much. I'm so happy to be a part of the team.
We love it. We love that you're here. All righty, guys. Well, if no one else has anything, go and have a great day. Hope you guys are, you know what I'm thinking? I'm sorry. I'm thinking about the sunrise thing, and I'm thinking that is a great thing to do. You can send that too. Geez, I'm sorry. I'm lost in thought. I'm so now, because I don't eat enough fruits and vegetables. So it's a good thing. That's what I need to do. So love you guys so much. If you have any questions, reach out to me. I hope you have a great day. I hope this is sort of an amazing week. And remember, invite to our team call tomorrow night, the opportunity call. And if you need any help, just let me know. Love you guys. Thank you, Laura, as usual.